Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my updated team selection for Game Week 36. A lot of new information has come out about my injured players, so I've been tinkering with my team. I'm going to be breaking it all down today, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, what are your plans for your Game Week 36 team, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, obviously I haven't made any transfers yet. I still have Petrovic in goal, who's got West Ham at home. My back line is still Gusto, who's got West Ham at home. Gvardiol, who's got Wolves at home. And then Shah, who's got Burnley away. In midfield, we've got Son, who's got Liverpool away. Foden, who's got Wolves at home, who is still my current captaincy. I just feel like he's going to go big this week. I don't know why. And then Palmer, who's got West Ham at home. We've got Gordon, who's got Burnley away. Garnacho, who's got Palace away. Isak, who's got Burnley away. And then Haaland, who's got Wolves at home as well. And then on the bench, we've got Onana with Crystal Palace away. Solanke with Arsenal away. Udogie with Liverpool away, who is out for the season. And then, of course, Van Heck, who's got Villa at home. So, the big updates regarding my team is that, of course, obviously Udogie's out for the season. Van Heck is now also out for the season. And then Gusto is looking very, very unlikely to be back for Game Week 37. I'm recording this before they play Spurs tonight. If he's somehow in the squad, then that would be a miracle. But apparently he's going through this rehab, this program or something for his knee. And yeah, it's really unlikely that he's going to be back for 37. So with this new information, obviously the press conferences are tomorrow, but I'm just kind of going into Game Week 36 now, knowing that 3 of my defenders are now completely out for the remainder of the season. So this is what the team looks like. But obviously I need to get rid of Gusto, need to get rid of Van Heck, and I need to get rid of Udogie. I also need to get rid of Solanke as well, because he's not got a double in 37. So that's 4 transfers that I have to make, and I only have 2 free transfers from now until Game Week 37. I've got my Game Week 36 transfer, and then I've also got my Game Week 37 transfer. So if I want to field 11 players and also have a full bench of double Game Week players, I'm going to have to take a -8, which isn't ideal, but sometimes you can get a little bit unlucky and stuff with injuries. So let's take a look at the transfer planner. Like I say, the money's not an issue. I've got 6.4 mil in the bank. I can basically bring anybody that I want in regarding defenders and stuff like that. So the first thought was obviously Trippier. I could be bringing him in if Shah was out, but with Shah, it's looking positive. It's looking promising. Obviously, I'll have to wait for the press conference, but if he's out as well, then I'll have 4 players that are definitely not going to be playing again for probably the remainder of the season. But Shah's looking a little bit more promising. But again, it could be even 5 transfers that I have to make before Game Week 37. And I just don't think I would do that. I don't think it'd be worth the -12. So we're praying that Shah is fine. But again, we're still unsure about that. It is obviously a small hamstring injury. He wasn't pictured in training this week. I think like yesterday or something. So that's not obviously great. But there are positive kind of comments and stuff, and they're hopeful that he will play before 37. But obviously, I'll have to wait for any press conference. If he is out, though, I'll be bringing in Trippier, I think, if he's back for 37. If not, it will probably just be a Dan Burn situation, because I would like a Newcastle defender this week. I'd like a Newcastle defender for double Game Week 37, and then also I'd like them for that Brentford away fixture as well. So, worst case scenario, if Shah is out this week, I will definitely bring Dan Burn in. So that will mean that I've got Gvardiol, who's hopefully playing. I don't see why he would get benched, but he could. Obviously, that could be another situation that I've got to deal with. But Gvardiol should be fine. And then if Shah's out, I'll be bringing Dan Burn in. So that'll be my first transfer. If Shah is fine, which again, fingers crossed he is, then I can tackle either Udogie, Van Heck, or Gusto. Now, something that I'm potentially going to do this week, if Gusto is definitely out and definitely out of 37, is get rid of Gusto and also get rid of Solanke. And I'd be bringing in Jackson, because now if I'm getting rid of Gusto, obviously I'd be able to have 3, I'd be able to add an extra Chelsea player to my team. So in that situation, I would be bringing Jackson in for Game Week 36, and then obviously for the double in 37, and then obviously for 38. And Nkunku is back, but I don't think that will like hurt Jackson too much. I don't think they'll just rush him back. So it'd be a -4 this week if that's the case. So I'd be taking Gusto out, I'd be bringing Jackson in, and then there's not really any major defenders that I like the look of this week. And honestly, I might just do this just because it's a transfer that I'm going to make regardless, but just bring Pedro Porro in and just have to play him, who's got Liverpool away, who obviously isn't, it's not a great fixture at all. But I think that I'm going to be going double Spurs defense for Game Week 37 and Game Week 38, and I'll talk about that in a second. But there's not like any other defenders that I want to bring in that I would just be playing this week regardless that are doubling. Like, I don't want to bring in any Brighton defenders. Obviously, I'm already tripled up on Newcastle, or I will be if Shah is fine. I don't really want to go double United defense because they've got a pretty tough fixture run. and I don't think it's going to be that beneficial at all to bring them in. So if that's the case, then the only other real defender that I can bring in this week is a Spurs defender. Because I mean, I could always bring Chelsea in, but that means that I wouldn't be able to bring Jackson. I've already got triple Newcastle. I've already got triple City. It's just United really that I could only bring in. I mean, they've got Palace away, who I guess probably have a better odds. They probably have better odds at keeping a clean sheet this week than Porro. So maybe it is just Dalot that I bring in this week, who's got Crystal Palace away, and just hope for the best. So yeah, I'll probably do that actually, because yeah, Liverpool away is obviously a lot harder for Porro. So I'll bring Dalot. So it'll be Dalot and Jackson in this week for Gusto and Jackson. Yeah, Jackson and Dalot for Gusto and Solanke, should I say. So that'll be my Game Week 36 transfers, which will obviously be a -4. And then going into Game Week 37, it will be another -4, and it'll be getting rid of Udogie and Van Heck. So for Udogie and Van Heck, I will just be doubling up on Spurs defense. So for 37, I'll be bringing in Porro, and I'll also bring in someone like, I don't know, Romero maybe. It doesn't really matter, just some sort of Spurs defender. And I know that they have City at home in that double, but they also have Burnley at home, and then they've also got Sheffield United away as well. And there's not really any other players that I would need to get rid of. So having like triple Spurs for Sheffield United away is generally quite useful. And then that also means that I have a full playing squad for Game Week 37 with my bench boost active, and then I've got a decent team selection for Game Week 38 as well. So I think that's probably going to be the case, and that's going to cost me a -8, obviously, over the 2 weeks. So it'll cost me a -4 this week, and it'll cost me a -4 next week as well, which again is unfortunate because I feel like I planned relatively well, but you can't really justify all these injuries and stuff. Like, it's been unfortunate, and this is only if Shah is back as well. If Shah is out, I'll have to take another hit to bring obviously like Dan Burn in. If that's the case, though, maybe I just don't go with the Jackson move. So let's say Shah's out as well for this week, and obviously have to make a transfer. I think I'll be bringing in Dalot regardless. So it will be either Udogie or Van Heck out for Dalot. Either way this week, because out of all the double game week players, Dalot's probably got the best chance of keeping a clean sheet this week, even though it's so unlikely because United can't keep the ball out the back of the net. And also, it'll probably be Shah out for Dan Burn. So I would still be taking a -4 this week regardless. But it'll be Shah out for Dan Burn, and it'll be Dalot in for Udogie. So that'd be my Game Week 36 transfers. Game Week 37, I will just have to play Solanke, who's got Brentford at home. I don't think it's worth taking a hit for Solanke, getting rid of him for the 37 double for somebody like Jackson. I mean, obviously it's got the upside, but at the same time, if Solanke scores or does anything against Brentford, then it's probably going to be a bad decision. And I know I've just spoke about taking a hit for him regardless for Jackson, but that's because I'm getting rid of Gusto. So let's say, yeah, that Shah's not good and I have to get rid of him. So for 36, it'd be Burnout and Dalot out. And then I think for 37, it'd probably still be Gusto and Van Heck out for Porro and Romero. If Gusto's back for 37 though, then like I say, if this is happening in the press conference, then I won't be bringing Jackson in because obviously I'll have Gusto regardless, and there's no point in getting rid of Gusto if he's going to be back for 37. So yeah, for 36, if for 37 Gusto's fine, then obviously I won't be getting rid of him this week. It'll be Dalot and let's say Gusto and Shah are both fine for 37. Let's just say that. It'll be Dalot in, and also it'll be Van Heck in for probably a Porro or someone like that. So that'd be my 36 transfers if Gusto and Shah are fine. If Gusto is not fine, I do like the Solanke and Gusto to Dalot and Jackson move. I do quite like that because it gets me that double game week striker. Whereas Solanke, even though he's got a good fixture, they don't really have anything to play for now, so I don't think they'll be like, I don't know, on it as much. So it obviously all depends on tomorrow's press conferences, but my plans are all kind of in shape now. So yeah, as I say, if Shah's out, then Dan Burn has to be a transfer this week, and also Dalot will probably be a transfer this week as well, because I just won't have any playing defenders, which again is really unfortunate, but that's the case there. And fingers crossed that he's not. If Shah's out, it means that I can't bring Jackson in, basically, because I have to get rid of Shah. But if Shah's fine, then it allows me to bring Jackson in, because it's one player that I don't have to get rid of. So it all really depends on Shah, really, who my transfers are this week. But I know what I'm definitely going to do. It's definitely Dalot's in this week, 100%. And then either Shah to Dan Burn for a -4 or Solanke to Jackson. for a -4. And then obviously for 37, I'm just going to be doubling up on the Spurs defense, which isn't a good idea, but they have some nice fixtures, minus obviously the City fixture. And then 38, yeah, we'll sort that out when we get to it. But it is annoying that I have to take 2 -4s, which is just these injuries have kind of come out of nowhere. But at the same time, like Van Heck probably wasn't really going to get any points for their double. Like, their double's not ideal at all. They've got Newcastle away and Chelsea at home. Whereas if I bring in a Porro or a Romero, Burnley at home might at least get them a clean sheet. And you never know. They are City's bogey team, so it might even finish like 1-0 to Spurs. In an ideal world, that'd be great. But that's the plans that I'm going to be making for Game Week 36. I'll do a final like team selection kind of video tomorrow. I know the deadline is tomorrow as well, but we'll probably hear about the kind of the press conferences and stuff like that. I'll try and do like a deadline stream tomorrow, but I need to kind of like set it all up. I was aiming to do one for Game Week 37, but I'll try and do one tomorrow. But it's a Friday night deadline, isn't it? So I'll have to see if I can do one. We'll see what happens. But either way, that's my transfer plans for Game Week 36 as of right now. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell, and until next time, peace.